What's up? So the title of this video is Best Mini Scuba Tank Setup, and this is basically the best setup for me. I'll go through what equipment I got, and then I'll put it together and give a small demonstration on how everything works. And then if you like what you see, you can subscribe. In a few months I'll be going to Aruba and trying out all the equipment, so let me know what you think. Alright, so the first piece of equipment I got was a mini portable high pressure air compressor. The whole reason why I was hesitant about getting this whole setup is because of the pumping, the hand pump one. I mean, to sit on vacation and pump one of these tanks up for 45 minutes just did not sound like fun. So that was the whole thing stopped me. So I got this off of Amazon. It's basically a 12 volts high pressure 4500 psi portable air compressor, and then I also got the AC to DC power supply, so I could plug it into the outlet, because otherwise you could only use a 12 volt battery, so basically a car battery to run it. So those are the first things I got, and then I will show you what tank I got next. So the tank I decided to go with was a 1 liter Smucko tank. And the reason why I went with this one is because, one, it had a bag. I did not want the ones that just hang out of your mouth. I wanted something that actually did have a regulator. And this had the regulator and it had the bigger size tank. Since I'm not pumping it by hand, I figured I'd go with the 1 liter instead of the half liter. So I got the 1 liter tank also. And it came with the little dive mask, which is nice. And then the hose. And in a second I will put this all together and show you how everything goes together. This is actually the 5th time I've been filling this thing up, so I wanted to kind of get used to it and see if there was any leaks or any problems or anything like that. I'll go through each piece of equipment right now and kind of show you what I did do. There was a problem with the pump originally, but I'll show you how to start that up and make sure there's no problems with that. And then with the tank, I actually had absolutely no problems. I'll show you how I set that up, and never had a leak so far. And I think it's about the 5th or 6th time I've been filling it so far. Alright, that next. Alright, so what comes with the kit? The little carrying bag, which is awesome. The reason why I got this whole thing, because I did not want the one just sticking out of my mouth. You get the high pressure hose. Like I said, you get the mask. You get the 1 liter tank. Again, the whole reason I wanted this one. Regulator. And the top valve part, I don't even know what it's called. And this is to fill from another tank. And then you get some spare O-rings. Alright, now to set it up. Alright, set everything up is super easy. Take a little top valve part thing, I don't know what it's called. Make sure your washer is sitting all the way flat. And the best way I found to do it is just stick it upside down like this. Make sure nothing's cross-threading. And just put it on. And again, this is like the 5th time of me taking this thing apart, putting it together, testing everything out, making sure everything works. And the only thing I do is just hand tighten it. That's it. Hand tight. Good to go. Next part is this hose. Goes right onto here. Same thing. Put it on there. Make sure nothing's cross-threading. Hose kind of sucks. I got it. Put it on. And with this piece, because it doesn't have no way to rotate or anything like that, sometimes pressure does get put on it. So this one I like to just tighten up a little bit. Like a quarter turn. There, good. All right. Last piece, regulator. Right on there. This one just had a gasket on the inside of this, so there's only one on there. And again, same thing. Just like to put it on there, little twist, and you're good. All right. Shouldn't have any leaks, and we'll test it in a little bit. All right, so the first thing you want to do is set up your air compressor. In the kit, there is a little bag with a bunch of O-rings and some little different adapters and things like that. The first thing you want to do, let me zoom in, is you want to put in your little air release valve. That's this guy right here. You put him in there, and then in the kit it'll also come with the positive and negative caps. So you just want to hook up your power supply, negative, positive, put your valve in there, and then your high pressure hose you just want to attach to here. And this is the water oil separator little filter. It sucks. Definitely got to upgrade this thing, but it'll work for now. Alright, now to test your compressor, you find this little guy right here. It's basically a cap that you're going to put into here. Put the cap in there, and then I'm going to plug everything on, or plug everything in, and then I'm going to turn on my compressor, and this should hold the 3000 psi right in the hose. And then you could turn everything off and you could hear or see if there's any leaks in the hose. So I'll try that right now. Alright, so I plugged it in. As you can see, there's zero pressure. I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to turn this little valve on this side and close the relief valve. This guy right here, I'm going to close him. So I'm going to turn it on. There's the fan, and then the compressor. Alright, I'm listening for any leaks, making sure the pressure stays for a second. And it is. I don't hear any leaks, everything's staying. So then the first thing I want to do is I want to release the pressure in the compressor, which is this right here. Slowly let it out until it is at zero. No pressure now in the hose. Now I'll take that little stop out. I could hook up my tank, take this guy out, hook up the tank, and I will show you how to compress the tank. And what I found the best way to doing it, because this is such a small compressor, it's tiny. And it does heat up. There's no oil or nothing in there for really the lubrication. It's basically just a run compressor, and everything else, you know, you basically need the oil and the water and everything to cool it. So this one does get hot, so I will show you how to do it without destroying your compressor. Alright, so now the way I've been filling this thing, and it takes maybe about 30 minutes, I'd say. A little less, maybe about 20 minutes from beginning to end, and when I'll stop watching and see exactly how long it takes. But I've been filling it up, and then there's a temperature gauge back here. Let's see what it's on right now. It says 24 degrees Celsius. And it's the operating temperature says do not exceed 95 degrees Celsius. I haven't even been getting to that high. I've been getting to about 85. And then I just turn the machine down. I let it cool down. I release the pressure in there. You never want to start the compressor when there's it's under pressure. So I let the pressure out and then I'll let it cool down. I'll leave the fan running for a little bit. And that's one other thing I noticed too. When you're done with it, leave the fan running. Do not shut the fan off because the temperature will get so hot so fast that it'll burn up even after, you know, even when it's shut, like the compressor shut down, it'll get extremely hot if you don't have the fan running. So make sure you always have the fan running to cool everything down. So I'm going to hook it up right now and start the timer, and then about when it gets maybe to about 1200 psi, it's going to be right around 85 degrees Celsius. I'll probably have to let it cool down just for a few minutes and then I'll start it back up. But I'm going to start it right now. So let's see how long it takes. Been running non-stop so far. Getting hot. A little more than halfway there. Once it gets about 85, I'll probably shut it down for a few minutes, let it cool down. Alright, so this is going to be the first cool down. I turned off the compressor and then I'm going to do the release valve right here. Very slowly, let the air out, don't blow no seals. And then I'm going to let the fan run and I'm going to let it cool down. And we are already at almost 2000 psi. I'm going to stop this right now. Alright, so I let it cool down for about 5 minutes. It's back down. Still got a little under 2000. I'm going to start it up again, turn the fan on, turn the compressor on at 0% or 0 psi, never started with any pressure. Start it up, close the valve. And I'll start the timer again. compressor slowly. Temperature is already starting to go down. It's right at 85 again. So right at 30 minutes. 3,000 psi. Oh yeah, I just want to remind you, always leave the fan running when you shut it off, because it will the temperature will actually jump up another 30 degrees if you shut the fan off. So always leave the fan running. Alright, now I'll go and test the tank and make sure there is no leaks in the tank. Alright, here we go. Alright, here's the tank, 3,000 psi. Let's see if there's any leaks. No leaks, and again, this is the shit, the 5th time I filled it up, took it apart, stored it. I'll release pressure into here. That's what they throw in there. Not one leak. Alright, not bad. Alright, for my final review, like the title says, this is the best mini scuba dive setup that I think, at least with for the price. I did see Mini Dive Pro had one, but it was like $1,600 for the 1 liter bottle and their mini compressor. And I don't know, for the price of this one, it was $350 for the compressor, $199 for the tank, and then $50 for the supply. So what is that? It's for $600 compared to their, you know, whatever. Well, I think it was right around $1,600 on their website. So if you actually want to see it work, I'm going to Aruba next month, and I'm going to bring in some drones, and I'll be making some cool videos. So subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any questions, anything like that. All right, till next time.